Hello friends. Today, I'm going to discuss an important topic that I believe is crucial for everyone, the necessity of avoiding four things, according to Stoic philosophy. But before we dive into that, let me provide a brief explanation for those who are unfamiliar. Stoicism is a powerful and deeply impactful branch of ancient Greek philosophy. It guides individuals on the path to finding inner peace and happiness. Now, a quick reminder, if you find these topics interesting, please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Also, if you enjoy the video, hitting the like button would greatly support our growth. Who knows? Maybe we'll become a big family together. Thank you so much for showing this sincerity. Now, let's get back to our topic. What are these four things we absolutely should avoid, and why? Here are the answers. Avoid giving into emotional reactions. According to Stoicism, emotional reactions can lead us into weakness. They can create insecurities within our true selves. Feelings such as anger, jealousy, fear, and anxiety disrupt our inner peace and silence the voice of reason. Therefore, it's important to maintain emotional balance and approach events with a more objective perspective. In Stoic philosophy, we discussed how emotional reactions can lead us into inner weakness. According to this philosophy, emotions like anger, jealousy, anxiety, and fear can disturb mental balance and inner peace. For example, when we feel anxiety and anger when someone treats us unfairly or when we encounter an unexpected event, it can take control of us and silence the voice of reason. However, Stoics advise us not to let these emotional reactions guide us but instead to focus on maintaining emotional balance and approaching events with a more objective perspective. For instance, instead of immediately getting angry or worried when someone treats us unfairly or when we make a mistake, taking a moment to deeply evaluate the situation and control our emotional reactions can be beneficial. Stoics encourage understanding the reasons behind our emotional reactions and restoring inner balance. Perhaps the behaviors of others have occurred beyond our control, or maybe we are not the ones at fault. In such cases, it is important to focus on calmly addressing the situation and finding a logical solution rather than giving into emotional reactions. The teachings of Stoicism encourage us to maintain inner balance and approach events more objectively, rather than allowing emotional fluctuations to guide us. Consequently, we can avoid the negative effects of emotional turmoil and develop a stronger mental posture. In conclusion, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of avoiding emotional reactions, maintaining mental balance, and finding inner peace, thus aiding us in leading healthier and more balanced lives. Don't focus on the uncontrollable. Stoics advocate for focusing only on things directly under our control rather than worrying about uncontrollable factors. Concerning ourselves with things like other people's behaviors, natural occurrences, or past mistakes serves no purpose other than wasting our time and energy. Instead, we should focus solely on controlling our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. In Stoic philosophy, we are taught to focus only on things directly under our control in our lives. According to this principle, worrying about things such as the behaviors of others, natural occurrences like weather, or past mistakes that cannot be undone is futile and only leads to wasting our time and energy. Stoics argue that instead of focusing on these uncontrollable factors, we should concentrate on controlling our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. For example, it's common to feel stressed by external factors like weather or traffic. However, Stoics emphasize that focusing on such circumstances and worrying about them is pointless because they are beyond our control. Instead, accepting these situations and focusing on things we can directly control will be more beneficial. For instance, rather than getting frustrated by traffic congestion during a journey, accepting the situation and focusing on making the rest of the journey enjoyable or doing something different can alleviate stress. In Stoicism, the key is to focus on what we can control, which ultimately leads to a sense of empowerment and tranquility. By concentrating on our own thoughts and actions, we can navigate through life's challenges with greater resilience and peace of mind. Thus, Stoicism teaches us the importance of focusing only on the controllable aspects of our lives, helping us lead more purposeful and fulfilled lives. Avoid excessive worry about the future. According to Stoic philosophy, worrying about other people's behaviors or trying to change them is a futile effort. Since others' thoughts and actions are beyond our control, it's impossible to change or direct them. Being aware of this and focusing on controlling our own behaviors and reactions rather than getting caught up in others' behaviors is a healthier approach. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that focusing on things we cannot control will only waste our energy. This philosophy encourages us to focus on factors directly under our control to experience inner peace and maintain mental balance. Thus, we can develop a stronger mental posture and cope with life's challenges more effectively. Stoics argue that excessive worry about the future is unnecessary. While it's important to make plans and consider the future, constantly worrying about it may cause us to miss the present moment. Stoics emphasize the value and importance of the present moment because it's the only thing we can control. Stoic philosophy asserts that excessive worry about the future is unnecessary. Planning and considering the future are important, as preparing for a stable future is indeed wise behavior. However, Stoics teach that constantly worrying about the future may cause us to miss the present moment. When we spend much of our time and energy worrying about the future, we disregard the value of the present moment and miss out on enjoying life. Stoics emphasize the value and importance of the present moment because it's the only thing we can control. The future is uncertain and often filled with events beyond our control. Therefore, rather than worrying excessively about the future, it's more important to live in the present moment as fully as possible and do our best. For example, we may have specific goals for the future, such as getting into a desired career or passing an important exam. However, instead of worrying about achieving these goals, focusing on doing our best and enjoying the present moment would be more beneficial. Stoics view the future as a journey filled with uncertainties. Therefore, they emphasize the importance of living each moment to the fullest. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that avoiding excessive worry about the future prevents us from missing out on the present moment. Evaluating the present moment is the key to finding inner peace and happiness because it's the only thing we truly have control over. Rather than worrying excessively about the future, enjoying the present moment and appreciating the beauty of life can lead to a more satisfying and peaceful life. Don't concern yourself with others' judgments. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of not being overly concerned with how others perceive us. Others' evaluations or judgments of us are beyond our control. These judgments are often inaccurate, superficial, or variable. Stoics argue that we should determine our own worth and moral stance based not on external factors but on our internal principles and rules. For example, someone criticizing us or negatively evaluating us doesn't give them the right to determine our worth. Everyone has a different perspective and value system. Therefore, Stoics advise us to focus on our internal values and moral stance rather than being dependent on others' judgments. We should build our self-respect based on our internal truths rather than on others' judgments. Admittedly, not concerning yourself with others' judgments can be challenging at times. However, Stoics also offer ways to overcome this difficulty. Engaging in introspection to determine our own worth and moral stance can help reduce the influence of external factors. Additionally, developing inner strength and a solid mental posture to preserve our happiness and inner peace is more important than being overly concerned with how others perceive us. In conclusion, Stoicism teaches us that determining our own worth and moral stance rather than being dependent on external factors is crucial. Focusing on how others perceive us can unnecessarily jeopardize our happiness and inner peace. Therefore, by following the principles of Stoicism and developing inner strength and a solid mental posture, we can lead a more satisfying life without being influenced by others' judgments. And with that, we conclude this video, where we delve into the fundamental principles of Stoic philosophy and the 4 things we should avoid at all costs. Avoiding emotional reactions, not focusing on uncontrollable factors, refraining from excessive worry about the future, and disregarding others' judgments. These are crucial principles that guide us on the path of Stoicism. By applying these principles in our daily lives, we can lead wiser, happier, and more fulfilling lives. Remember, inner peace and happiness come from within, not from external factors. By dedicating ourselves to this philosophy, we can find greater meaning and purpose in our lives and deeply evaluate our existence. As you journey along this path, always remember that you possess the strength to overcome any challenges that come your way. I wish you all success and a life filled with inner peace and energy on your spiritual journey. Until next time.